Hello there, and welcome back to D-ODORANT, a channel dedicated to strange and interesting facts about Star Wars lore. If you love strange Star Wars lore and want to stay up to date on everything High Republic related, be sure to subscribe. In today's episode of Wacky Canon, we're going to be looking at Korsh Panaka's life following the events of Episode 1, and his eventual fiery death by the hands of Saw Gerrera, indirectly saving the galaxy in the process. After the events of Phantom Menace, Padme Amidala's 2 terms as queen were up, meaning she had to relinquish her queenship, deciding to pursue a career as Naboo's senator. This meant that Panaka would no longer act as her personal bodyguard, maintaining his role as head of security for Queen Jamila, who was elected after Padme. He continued this post through the Clone Wars, up until the Republic was ended, replaced instead with the Galactic Empire. Panaka decided to remain loyal to Palpatine in the newly formed Empire, and his continued loyalty was rewarded. He was quickly made Moff of the Tremel sector, which contained within it the Naboo system. He maintained this position for a great many years, ensuring that the Tremel system was well governed and protected. One of the more interesting facts about his time as Moff was that he remained incorruptible, which made him stand out among the many greedy and corrupt Imperials that held similar positions of power. He also didn't use his power to surround himself with expensive decor, always going for what was practical. Despite spending so much of his life on Naboo, Panaka decided against living there as Moff, instead opting to live on Anam, one of Naboo's moons. There, he had a large building constructed out of redwood, with one of the building's rooms holding his office. It was here that he would govern over the Tremel sector for a great many years. It was also here that he would die in an explosion orchestrated by Saw Gerrera. In 3 BBY, Panaka met with 2 people. One was the current Queen of Naboo at the time, being Queen Dalne. At this point, due to the rise of the Empire, the Queen had little real governing power over Naboo, with the role of Queen now being reduced to little more than a ceremonial role. The second person was Leia Organa, the princess of a yet-to-be-destroyed Alderaan. Leia was wearing a traditional jubilation dress so as to be respectful of the sector's culture. Unbeknownst to her, Panaka had seen Leia's mother wear a similar dress many years prior. He found the resemblance between the Princess of Alderaan and the Queen of Naboo he had guarded all those years ago to be uncanny, and almost overwhelming. He became instantly suspicious of Leia's heritage, quickly sidelining their talks regarding the working conditions of local spice miners to ask if she was adopted, and if she knew who her birth parents were. After their meeting had concluded, Panaka was relatively sure that he had come across Padme's daughter, and was going to report it to the Empire. However, he never had the chance, as a bomb was detonated, both bringing his redwood structure and himself to a bitter end. Saw Gerrera had decided that Panaka's continued governance of the sector was a threat, and coincidentally decided to execute his plan to assassinate the Moff just moments before he was able to warn the Empire about Leia, perhaps saving the entire galaxy from the Empire's reign in the process. This action ensured that Leia's heritage remained a secret, allowing the galaxy-altering events of A New Hope to transpire. Anyway, that's the wacky canon of how Saw Gerrera's decision to kill Panaka inadvertently saved the entire galaxy from the clutches of the Empire only years later. If you enjoyed this episode of Wacky Canon or want to stay up to date on all things High Republic, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.